from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the TCU Horned Frogs and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the TCU head coach. He understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Horned Frogs will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the gun, it's Dickey. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Hauls it in. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
Turning it on! And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
The Red Raiders are facing 3rd and inches. There's a crease. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Handoff, Joyner running left. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
To the air, it's Hammond. Makes the grab. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the Red Raiders line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Running inside, it's Payne. They get him on the ground, and boy, they took the business into that run as he picked up 8.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Right back to it. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Look out! And they got it.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Dickey. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Third and 6 yards to go. To throw, it's Hammond. Pulls it in. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Right side, it's Johnson. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down. Timeout taken by TCU, it's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Straight ahead, it's Dickey. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
And the Red Raiders go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking for a man, it's Hammond. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Red Raider! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on first. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
The kick is on its way. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for space. It's sticky. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Escapes the pressure going right. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end. It's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks. Coverage-wise, this quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And coming into this game, talking to coaches, man, they were worried about how fast this defense was, how physical it was. And so far throughout this game, man, it's shown up. Like the speed, the tackling, the eye discipline. They've done such a good job owning this football game early. And it's on the offense now. They've got to find some answers.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Under pressure. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. You got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Nowhere to go.
And the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it way down the field. Into the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. The DBs will back off a bit. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. At the 30. At the 20. All the way. Touchdown, TCU. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. And we begin with a look at Miami University taking on the Western Michigan Broncos. And it's the Red Hawks with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. And that'll cap their season off at a very respectable 9-3 record.
TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, pressure's coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. There he goes. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Rush is on. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but he's going to be just a tad short.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
That's a risky play call there, fourth and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? Makes the grab. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there on that RPO play on 3rd down. They didn't bite on their run fake. They were anticipating the offense throwing the football, so they laid back, made the tackle, and now they set up 4th down.
He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They put the brakes on it.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Rush right in his face. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Looks it in. He's got great speed, and he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Quentin Joyner. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of this drive. Out wide right, it's Payne. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Fresh center downs going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Dwyer. Makes a catch but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got his man. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Flying down the right side. Inside the... And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Red Raiders. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. At the 35, he's open. He's loose down the left side. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles, that's for dang sure.
And with the extra point, they're down 31-14. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Making the adjustment. They'll ride the hot hand. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Throws for the tight end. Left side is Carter. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. They've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Here's a give to Joyner.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to throw, it's Hammond. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The door looked slammed shut in this one, but that last interception maybe just the slightest crack in opening here. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run him again. Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, TCU! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And they did tack on the extra point.
TCU 21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Joyner to begin the drive.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Here's Quentin one more time. And he's brought down after a short gain. TCU calls its second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
Yeah, and it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. They can't get it done, and it is over.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Sends it back in motion. On the snap, it's Johnson. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
And, man, this is a big decision for this offense. Like, having the lead, does that change your mind? Are you less aggressive, or do you go for the gusto? Do you try to finish this thing off yourself by getting the first down, continuing to possess the ball here in the 4th quarter with the lead?
Both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This